Hello everyone. So here we have a pick a card pile for the weekly pick a card pile for the week of August 15th to 2021. So the week of August 15th through the 21st. In a second, I'm gonna reorganize the camera to make it easier for you to see the cards a little bit better. So here we have obviously group 1, group 2, and group 3. So you're going to just pick whatever pile you're drawn to, or you can pick multiple piles because sometimes messages kind of sometimes two piles kind of get roughly about the same message. So you can choose whatever really you're drawn to. There's no rules to this, so whatever feels the best for you is the way to go. Okay, so I'm going to redo the camera, and then I will set the little timer for a minute to help you decide. The timestamps will be down below if you already know which pile is really you're drawn to, but for those that need like a little extra time, it's no problem. So I will set the timer for a minute, and I will reorganize the camera so you can see a little bit better. Okay, bye, see you soon. Hello everyone. So if you chose group 1, this is for your weekly. You have here your weekly vibes. You have the 10 of Cups, and this card signifies emotional bliss, happiness, attainment, harmony, and alignment. Typically, this card really talks about happiness and joy within your relationships, within your family, within your partnerships. It could also be work relationships, any kind of relationships that you take a lot of value to. You're experiencing or have experienced a happy period within that. Now we have the Justice card. This card is about fairness, equality, balance, justice, cause and effect, law, and truth. It also represents accounting for one's action. In here we have the Six of Pentacles: charity, accepting and giving help, generosity, receiving, and financial security. Okay, so that's for the tarot right there. Now, for the other two cards, before I kind of give you my interpretations, we have Trespassers. You have the Fairy card here, is the Trespassers card, and then you have the Empowerment card. And for your little charms here, you have O, N, 3, and 2. You have a light blue, a pink, and this is brown for your colors. You have the month of August. You have the symbol of Mars, and Mars is all about action, energy, and drive. You have the little desire stone, and you have the chakra card. The chakra stone is, this one is the sacral chakra, and it represents connection and ability to accept others and new experiences, sense of abundance, well-being, and it can even cover sexuality. And this little rune right here is about protection, sanctuary, prayer, friendship, trust, and the guardian spirit. So that's kind of what that little guy is. Now, so to pull everything together, to me it seems like you kind of have a happy time or a lot of joy within the family or friends, because sometimes friends or other people can be family, so it doesn't necessarily have to be blood family. It could just be whoever really you consider family. I have my best friend, to me, he's like my family. We've known each other forever, but we're not technically blood related, but he's like, I always say he's like my little brother. So it could be whoever really is your family to you. So you have you're having a happy time within the family right now, or from your family, but it seems like there needs to be some kind of balance going on. Maybe you could be having a little bit too much fun, a little too much, maybe going out on trips or something, or you might be giving a lot of charity, or kind of spending a lot of money, which it makes you feel empowered and you're enjoying it. But I think it's just saying that, still have fun, still kind of be charitable, but maybe have a little bit of a balance so in the future you don't, it doesn't negatively affect you. Just kind of, I guess, know your limitations. And this card actually is signifies boundaries as well. So this card is telling you, put up some boundaries, have your boundaries, know what you can, what you should and shouldn't do. Let's put it that way. So that, I think that covers everything. Because Mars being here, this is all about action, energy, and drive. So you might be doing a lot. And this little guy is connection to others. So you might really be having a very social time right now. So just, I guess, just be charitable, be giving, but maybe just have a balance. Okay, so that's that. So group 1, if you want to think of a question, we will ask the magic 8 ball. Okay, group 1, here we go. Oh, magic 8 ball. What is the answer to group 1's question? It says, cannot predict now. So the magic 8 ball is not sure quite yet. So group 1, this is kind of how your weekly vibes are going to go. I hope you have a wonderful week, and talk to you later. Hello, Group 2. This is your weekly vibe for the upcoming week. I'm not going to lie to you guys. It's a little bit of, I think something might be coming out of left field for you. So it's a little bit, but you know what? Sometimes it's better to know. I know every time I get a card spread that is not all positive and lovey-dovey and bubbles and birds and everything, it's always a little like, ugh. But sometimes it could signify a little disturbance or a little bit of, a small thing. Sometimes it's larger, but sometimes if you get the heads up that maybe some shenanigans might be going on, it sometimes makes it easier for you to deal with it, move forward, and figure out the best option to go about it. So for your first card, you have the Sun. And the Sun is all about success, happiness, and all will be well, positivity, fun, vitality, and abundance. Okay, so then for your middle card, we have the Ten of Swords. And this is about feeling defeated, self-sabotage, painful endings, deep wounds, betrayal, and loss. Okay, and then we have the Tower card, which I know is everybody's favorite card. Being sarcastic. It's not a bad card. It's just always kind of a little dramatic whenever it comes into my life. It just seems a little dramatic. So, but it's not a bad card. We all need Tower moments. It helps clear the air. So this card signifies collapse of stable structures, release, sudden insight, sudden change, upheaval, chaos, revelations, and basically to expect the unexpected. So now we have this little fairy is Ivy, and she represents finances. So, and then you have the boundaries card here. And then for your little like charmy thingies, you have D, J, and T. You have the number 2. You have dark green and the color gray. And you have laugh. And this right here, you have the crown chakra. And this is basically connection to spirituality and enlightenment. Okay? You have Gemini, which is an air sign, and it basically stands for nervous, scattered, fun-loving, curious, and versatile. And then Libra, which is an air sign as well, is romantic, indecisive, harmony, social, and helpful. So these could be yourself, people you know, or just they're just trying to tell you characteristics. You know, maybe you were experiencing certain characteristics, or maybe some of those characteristics will be prevalent this week. You know, you take it how it works for you. Then this little guy over here, he stands for, okay, here we go. Misfortune, short-term distress followed by long-term rewards. So we're going to focus on the long-term rewards part of it, because that's really great. Powerful natural forces, regeneration, and cosmic union. So I kind of think something's coming out at you left field this week a little bit. Basically, I think things have been maybe you've been going through kind of like a happy phase. Things have been kind of going kind of smoothly. You know, everything's working out. You're feeling good, and then somehow either you're starting to feel distressed about something, or something came up. Maybe something ended. Maybe something somebody you got hurt, and maybe not even physically getting hurt, but just emotionally, or something ended. And it was a little painful, because this card is about painful endings, or feeling defeated, or even self-sabotage. Sometimes we do that. We sabotage ourselves. And then this is really leading into a tower moment where it's taken everything down. Sometimes you need to crumble everything. You got to bring it all down to the ground to rebuild, and you're going to build it stronger and better than it was. So that's what's going on. Whatever was going on, you came from a period of everything was all hunky-dory, and then whatever happened, you went through a period of, having some difficulties, but this is going to lead towards the tower moment. And this little ruin, him being kind of the short-term misfortune, but the long-term success, I think that's what's going to happen for you. This could be referring to finances. It could be, and it's funny because group 1 got something about boundaries too. So you might have to set up some boundaries. Maybe if it was about finances, you have to kind of, reallocate things a little bit differently, or you have to set up certain boundaries to kind of get back. But that's what this tower moment could be signifying, that you are starting to set up some boundaries. And unfortunately, sometimes we have to do that. I always tell my friend, sometimes you have to set the boundaries up, and you're not being mean if you do that. Some people have problems doing that because they feel like they're being mean. You're not being mean. Sometimes you got to be good to yourself, though. But I love this stone because I think this is saying that throughout all this craziness that you may be experiencing this week, you have to laugh. Laughter is so powerful. It could just totally change the energy. So if you're going through a lot of stress and things are difficult, maybe put on a movie that you always find funny or something. Do something nice for yourself to kind of change the vibe, because it's just going to be so much better for you. It'll help you get through it, because unfortunately we all at some point in our lives multiple times go through this situation. So unfortunately, maybe you're kind of going through it this week a little bit, but it's going to be okay. So just remember to laugh and take care of yourself, and hopefully whatever this is not so major. Hopefully it's more like a minor tower moment, but usually when the tower comes, it's a little noticeable. But anyway, so think of a question you want to ask the Magic 8 Ball, and we shall proceed. Okay, here we go. Oh, Magic 8 Ball. What is the answer to Group 2's question for next week? It says, reply hazy, try again. Oh, the 8 Ball. Okay, we got to really focus, Group 2. Really dig deep. Okay, oh, Magic 8 Ball. Mystical, magical ball of all balls. What is the answer to Group 2's question? it says, better not tell you yet. But I like to think that that means that you have a really nice surprise coming. So I'm going to stay positive. I have to stay optimistic here. So I like to think that that means something, you have a nice thing coming. And I feel like with you getting the crown chakra, this is connection to spirituality and enlightenment. So that maybe this is saying kind of, sometimes whatever your religion is, or if you have religion, if you don't, whatever you believe in, maybe if you connect this week while you're going through this a little bit more to what you believe in, maybe it'll help you kind of get through it. Because I know when I'm stressed out or having a moment, sometimes just like asking for help really goes a long way, for spiritually, like, your ancestors, angels, whoever, maybe sometimes if you ask for help or guidance, you can get some kind of insight, something can help you kind of navigate these choppy waters a little bit better. So remember to laugh, just connect to your spirituality, whatever it may be, maybe ask your guides or angels for help, and you'll get through it. It'll be okay. Okay, group 2, I hope next week turns into a wonderful week. Maybe it'll be an amazing tower moment, something so amazingly great, So, okay, group 2, talk to you later. Hello, group 3. So here you have your weekly vibes for the upcoming week. Your first card is, you have the 8 of Swords. Now this card represents feeling powerless and stuck, negative thoughts, self-imposed restrictions, imprisonment. It's all about feeling trapped and restricted by circumstances. So, this has, I think, within the last year, this has been really prevalent for most of us. So, but this card is always saying that even though you are restricted, you're able to actually get free. Like, there's a way out of it. So the second card, you have the 8 of Cups. This is all about abandoning something in search of something better. It could have been you had some disappointments in the past, or you had something that was disappointing, or withdrawing, or even escapism. You're just trying to escape a situation. Not, escapism in this, I think, is usually typically like maybe just Netflixing and chill and not like dealing with certain things or something like that. Hopefully you don't actually have to escape, like really escape, but I guess everybody's situation's a little different. So, but this is saying you feel compelled to walk away from a disappointing situation. Then here you have the Ace of Swords, which is a fresh start, sudden opportunities, ideas, clarity, breakthrough, and success. You might have some type of breakthrough or sudden inspiration that leads to a new way of thinking. So now you have your little fairy, you have reflections, and she is all about saying kind of mirror, like take a look into the mirror. What changes do you need to make within yourself to make your situation better? And then for here you have the Peace card. And then for your little charms, you have C, O, and B. You have 6. You have dark purple. This is the dark purple one. Red and green. And then you have March, the month of March. And then you have Taurus. Now Taurus, they're an earth sign, and they represent being patient, pleasure, loving. It could be material objects. They're very determined and conservative. So you have the Believe, and then you have the solar plexus chakra, and this stands for being confident and in control of your life, self-worth, self-confidence, and self-esteem. Now, I think, kind of pulling this all together, I think maybe you felt like you were stuck in a situation, you were stuck in something, felt restrictions, you felt restricted, like that you couldn't either do what you wanted or something wasn't quite working out, and you were kind of restricted. But with that, you've decided that, you know what, you have to just leave what's not working for you behind. You have to move forward. And these two, you have two eights. So the eights mean movement, action, and change. So you have a lot of like change vibrations coming through here. And now with the Ace of Swords, I love the Ace of Swords. This is all about saying that, you know, you're going to have a fresh start. You're going to have opportunities. It could be ideas or breakthroughs or just even a new way of thinking. Maybe you decided you were stuck and you were like, you know what, I can't be stuck anymore. Whatever I gotta do, I gotta move forward, or I have to leave what's not working behind. We're moving forward, and through that, you're having a new, maybe mental clarity or breakthrough or being inspired a little bit. So, and this is saying that you might have gone through a period of reflecting upon yourself and thinking about what wasn't working. So this helped you get maybe unstuck from this situation and moving forward to the new breakthrough that you're having. And it's going to give you peace. You probably feel more at peace with the situation. Now, the Taurus being a determined sign, it could be that you are being determined to change your situation. And you just have to continue to believe you can do it. Sometimes that's all you really need, is just to believe in yourself. That's really the first step. And, oh, and here, I forgot to give you your little ruin guy. So this little guy signifies knowledge, skill, controlled energy, successful ideas, painful healing. It could be sexual attraction and inner guidance. So you might have, obviously you had some kind of painful situation going on, but this is like you're going forward, you're healing from it, and you're having ideas. So more ideas, that's going to kind of take you on in a better direction. And then here with this little solar plexus chakra, he's saying, be confident in yourself. It's all about self-worth, self-esteem, and self-confidence. So maybe you kind of were lacking that a little bit, and now you're finding that. Sometimes it's amazing if you kind of feel a little bit more self-confident. It does wonders for yourself. Sometimes it's the tiniest little things you change. You do something nice for yourself, or you change something in your house, or it's crazy how some of these little things, silly little things, can all of a sudden make you feel so much better and kind of make you feel like you can conquer the world if you needed to. So it's incredible how that works. So basically you're moving on to you're leaving something behind, you're moving on to a new territory, so to speak. So I think that's good. I think this reading was really nice, Group 3. Okay, so think of a question. We're going to ask the Magic 8-Ball. Oh, Magic 8-Ball. What is the answer to Group 3's question for next week? It says, what does it say? I can't. Signs point to yes. So the Magic 8-Ball is saying whatever the question was, it thinks it's a yes. So, okay, the Group 3, I hope you have a wonderful week. And, okay, talk to you later.